This is a meal replacement product sold by Walmart. Looks healthy, looks yummy, but what is it that you're actually replacing your meals with? In this video, I'll look at it. I'll read the label and I'll crunch the numbers. The coworker who gave me this empty bottle now provided an input that when this product is consumed, she is no longer hungry in the afternoon, craving for junk food and snacks and sugars. So that got me thinking, okay, if that's what you're craving for and this product fills that need, what is it that it's made of? So let's have a look-see. All I've done is cut up the label so it's a little easier to handle it. Let's take a look at the bottom corner here. This one does say it's prepared for Walmart, Canada in this case. So far so good. Let's take a look at the ingredients. The ingredients by law are listed in order of quantity, so biggest quantities first and trace amounts are the last ones listed. So you can see there's like 10 lines of these ingredients. We'll concentrate on the first few. The first ingredient is water. That's good news. That's not going to get you diabetes, but it doesn't give you energy either. So I'm not saying it doesn't count, but it doesn't count in terms of nutritional value because water has none. Next word is maltodextrin. Maltodextrin in plain English is processed sugar. Okay, next word, sugar. So that sugar is raw sugar or natural sugar or unprocessed sugar or long chain sugar, and maltodextrin is short chain sugar because in the processing the long chain sugar breaks down. So this is one fantastic way of hiding ingredients by the food industry. So the first two ingredients that you have lots of in the product is sugar with sugar. That's how this reads. Next one, milk protein. Okay, milk protein is nice unless you're allergic to milk protein. Next is canola oil. Okay, so a cheap source of oil. I am not sure why it's included in the product, but canola oil, you know how cheap it is. Next one, or sunflower oil or safflower oil, whatever. Next is soy protein isolate. Okay, so they wanted to boost protein content to add the milk protein in milk is about 3% or so in cow milk, in dairy cow milk, about 3% protein. And so they wanted to boost it with some cheap vegetable protein. Now vegetable proteins are incomplete in terms of their amino acid sequence, and but they are cheap, so hey, let's throw in some soy protein isolate. We have lots of the making soybean oil. We have lots of these soybean cakes out of hitting the oil or pressing the oil out of them, so let's throw some in. They also use it for animal feed. Anyhow, so some cheap soy protein isolate. Next one is more oil. So just in case you didn't have enough canola oil, now you get some more corn oil. And the rest of it is basically traces, cocoa powder and artificial flavor and this and that. It's shocking that the first two ingredients are processed sugar and sugar. And then some cheap whatever is available on the market. Let's see how this one pans out in the list of ingredients. And of course all of these vitamins and whatever else is added, trace amounts of this and that. That doesn't hurt you, but it doesn't make you morbidly obese either, or diabetic, or have heart disease, or whatever ails you. The ingredients that matter are the energy containing ingredients, and by law they are listed up top here. So the total energy is 355 calories in the product. And there is protein and fat listed, but the sugars are notably absent from this list. The fats are then broken down into saturated and unsaturated fats, and meticulously listed the various forms of saturated fats, trans, and over here the unsaturated fats, and with no carbohydrates in sight whatsoever. The carbs are here in the crotch, where it's difficult to read. But the plastic here wrinkles. Next one is sodium and potassium, and it's not even alphabetical because it's followed by carbohydrates. Carbohydrates aren't broken down into sugars and complex carbs. There isn't any complex carb as in starches in this trace amounts. Negligible. It's all sugar. but they didn't want to print the word sugar here, so they just print carbohydrate because that meets the legal requirements, and you have 51 grams of this. So let me show you. 51 grams of sugar is what you're eating. You might as well be licking sugar cubes. No wonder coworker feels not craving sugar. You are getting 51 grams. So each gram of sugar is 4 calories. This is how the math goes. When you times 51 by 4, you're going to get a number there. Let's do this. 51 by 4 equals that number. You divide this number by the total number of calories. This is how many calories these sugars, these 51 grams of sugar give you. Divide this by 355, because that's the total calories in the whole product. And then you get a number which we can multiply by 100 to get a percent, and it's 57.5%. That's exactly what I printed there on the paper. So that's sugars. More than half the product is sugars. So that's what you're eating, and you're paying money for it. Plus the shipping, plus the plastic manufacturing, and plus the plastic recycling. All right. Next one, this 11 grams that I printed here, that was the amount for the fats, if I am correct. Let's look at it. Fats. Yeah, trace it correctly. 11 grams, and the proteins is 14. So 11 grams of fats and oils, each 9 calories. Each gram is 9 calories. So do the same. 11 times 9, that's going to be 99. Divide that by 355 equals a number which you can multiply by 100 to get a percent, 27.8. So I just printed 28% there. And I did the same math. Each gram of protein is 4 grams. So I have 16 grams of protein for this product. So that's the milk protein boosted by the soy protein isolate. This is what you're getting. This is what you're paying money for. I don't think there is a nutritionist, a doctor, a nurse, or anybody with a sane mind who would endorse this product that this is healthy or it's good for you, or a dentist or anybody. It's 60% sugar. You know, in short, this is garbage the minute it's made. And years later, when you do have quadruple bypass surgery or whatever that sugar causes, you know, morbid obesity, or your teeth rot away or what have you, don't be wondering. Look at the labels, read the labels, crunch some numbers. Those are your answers. Made for you with love and care by Walmart, and with profit in mind, of course, unquestionably.